Hi everyone, welcome to Violet May Handmade. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha, and we're a mother and daughter who love all things sewing.
So today we've got our hashtag Friday Sews for the 2nd of February.
Yes.
So we've got a couple of finished things to show you and a few plans, and so we'll just jump straight into it.
We've both finished our Miranda tees, and this is mine here. So I love the shirt, I love the fit, and it's just a really quick, simple make. We saw a photo of a top that just had a bit of lace down the bottom, and I thought, I think I might do that to my Miranda tee. So I had this orange lace that I've had for years in my stash, and it just goes absolutely perfect with my t-shirt.
It isn't amazing how good a match it is.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a row of lace along the bottom, and I'm just going to transform my t-shirt. So when I've done that, I'll show you how it turned out.
So I have also finished my Miranda t-shirt. So I use this pink sort of leopard print fabric. So I haven't ever had one of these before, but I had tried Mum's on and I decided that it was a fairly good fit. I mean, obviously it's a bit looser on me, but all I did was in knit, this particular knit pattern, I'm not sure whether it's the same for all knit, you put the sleeve in flat and then you do the side seam. So I just made the side seam bigger than the pattern, so I just did like a 1.5 centimeter seam down each side, and that was the only modification I made, and I actually think that the fit is really nice. And now that I've made one, I can't wait to make a lot more.
I told you.
Yes, you were definitely right.
Yeah, they're really, really nice, and the fit's really lovely too.
It is.
Yeah.
And they're just such an everyday sort of wearable pattern.
And they look so different in different fabrics. Like it doesn't look like the same shirt.
And then going back to taking inspiration from like things in the shops, I tried on this top. It was just like a knit like body, and then it had sleeves that were in like a broderie anglais. They were like puff sleeves. So we decided that we're going to try one of those as well.
Yes.
So I've got this plain white knit fabric. So we're going to use the Miranda tee as a base again. So we're going to use that as the body. And then this Mum's had in her stash for years. So this is gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
It is. So depending on whether we can get it out, we've got like that much. Hopefully we can get the sagebrush sleeves out, and then we're going to put the sagebrush sleeves into that. So I think that that is going to be really pretty.
Oh, it is going to be
really
gorgeous.
Just like elevate it.
Yeah. Caitlin asked me if I'd make her a reading pillow. I hadn't made one before, and I had a bit of a look around, and I found a pattern from Treasury. I've made quite a few of her things. I really like them, and a lot of her patterns actually have YouTube tutorials that go with them as well. This one actually doesn't, but the instructions were really clear and was really easy to make. So I made it using this gorgeous florally spring looking fabric, which I just love. I've made a lot of things out of it, and unfortunately it's coming to an end. I don't have that much left. And then I made the pocket out of this pink little ditzy floral, and I think the two just look really, really cute together. It's actually ended up bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, it doesn't look quite as big on her blog, but it will be a great size, and I think you probably do need it a bit bigger to fit the book in there. So what I really liked about this, and I haven't made anything like this before, is it actually has a envelope back.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, you just lift it up and you put your insert inside there. But when you actually constructed it, you just sewed all the way around, and then you can turn it out just by using the envelope part. So I thought that was actually a really clever design feature. So I've just got to get the insert to put in it, and then she'll be able to use it.
So I have another finished object. I haven't got the pattern with me, but I'll put a picture of it on the screen. So it's this knit dress here. So it's got a V-neck in the front and the back, and then it's got these like tie straps. So I use this nice cotton jersey. It's like white, and then it's got like a bottle brush print.
Gumnut, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but an Australiana.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So this was something very different to anything I've done before. So it's kind of got like a lining, and then it has elastic around there, but it only goes like down to about there. So it was actually quite interesting to put together.
Sort of like a bra shelf, would you
yeah,
call it?
shelf bra, yeah. So it's a reasonable length. I'm not sure how I feel about these tie straps. I feel like because it is a cotton jersey and not like a rayon jersey, I just feel like they feel like quite a lot sitting up there.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether I would like it more if they were just regular straps. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a nice make and I enjoyed it, and I'm not like, I haven't done a lot of knit garments before, so I think it's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
So the next thing that we've both got to talk about, but we're both at different stages with this. So this is the Simple Sew English tea dress. So this was one that was on our New Year sewing plans video, as was the Miranda. And I said that I was going to make it in this sort of like mauvey floral cotton, but I don't know what happened. I went to cut it out and there was just not enough there to get the dress out.
Yeah, I don't know, you thought you had more than you
Yeah.
actually had, yeah.
So luckily I had another fabric that was going to work. So this is like a sort of white background with sort of light purple and green leaves on there. So this is almost finished. I just need to put the zip in down the centre back and then do the hem on the bottom. So I did mention that video that I was going to try and make it a bit smaller, but I just decided not to do that. I just decided that it wasn't worth it. I think the fit on the other one's fine.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
And this is actually a softer fabric than the previous one, so it does like drape a little bit better in like the skirt.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed making this again. It's a fairly simple sew, really.
It is.
But yeah, I think it's really pretty, and I'm actually quite pleased that I didn't have enough of the other fabric because I think that this looks really lovely.
I think it's actually prettier than the other one. Yeah.
So I'm really thrilled with that, and I think that like when we made the last one, we were like reasonably new to sewing, I think.
Yes.
And I think that my V-neck looks a bit better this time. So
Oh, your V-neck's really good.
yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I think that it's a bit
great.
more like even. So
Yes.
yeah, so I can't wait to get that finished.
I didn't have as much success with mine. I'm starting to realise how important the fabric is. This is a cotton, like I made my other one out of a cotton as well. This was the fabric that I was using. But it's actually, I don't know, like a chintzy sort of, it's not as soft. It doesn't drape as nicely as my other one. And I found that when I put it on, I just didn't like the way it sort of sat, the way the fabric sort of sat. And this actually is very similar to the fabric Caitlin made her original one out. And it's the same. It sits sort of quite stiff, doesn't it? Yeah.
I also feel like that particular one was a bit like clingy.
Yes, it was a little clingy. I just didn't like the fit of it on me when I wore it. So I've abandoned mine for myself, but I'm going to cut it down and make one for Caitlin, so she'll actually have 3 English tea dresses. But I just didn't want to keep making it when I just knew I wasn't going to be happy with the fit of it and how it sort of hung on me. Yeah. So.
That's a real shame, but do you think that you're going to try and find a slightly different fabric?
Yeah, I think that I will find a softer, more similar to the one I originally made mine out and do another one. Yeah.
Because it's unfortunate, because it did look really beautiful on you the first
Well, it did. I really liked my original one, but I just don't like the feel of the way this fabric sort of sits would be more, yeah.
It's good that you tried it on though instead of
Well,
continuing.
yes, I could have made the whole thing
Yeah.
and then realised, so yeah. This week we're hoping to get our new look 6262 sewn up. Caitlin has hers fully cut out and I've got mine almost cut out. So I was using this pink Japanese cotton from Lincraft and Caitlin had her teal. So it's a cotton too, isn't it?
It's a cotton rayon.
Cotton rayon, yeah. Yeah, I ran into a bit of trouble with mine because the Japanese cotton, it's quite narrow. It's only 90 centimetres wide and the skirt panel, I only had probably that much where I just couldn't quite get it to fit on the fabric. So luckily Caitlin had a piece that I'd given her, we split the piece in half. So I'm going to have to put a join in the back and join a piece together so I'll be able to cut out the back panel. So that sort of held me up a little bit, but that should work fine. So
I actually had quite a lot of this fabric and it was actually a 150 centimetre wide one. So I managed to also cut a Friday Cutting Company sagebrush out of it, so I'm going to have 2 garments. I think that's going to be really pretty in the sagebrush because it does have that kind of drape that you need for those big sleeves.
yeah, it's going to be really pretty. She's going to have quite a sagebrush collection.
Which I think is good.
Yeah,
I think it's a great like base pattern.
Yeah, it's a really nice one to wear too. I love it. Yeah.
And then speaking of sagebrush tops, this week I'm hoping to get this one made up. So this is in that black and sort of creamy white one that I talked about previously. So I've managed to get that all cut out, so all I need to do is sew this one up. And I think that that's going to be really pretty. Yeah.
That's going to be stunning, just in the black and white. I'm trying to make my craft sewing area a little bit more organised and user-friendly. So Caitlin she made one for herself quite a while ago, and I decided I wanted to make myself one. So it's this sewing tidy, and it just goes underneath your sewing machine, and then you can put your scissors or pins or whatever you want to put in there so that they're close to hand when you need them. So I've got this really lovely, it's so cute, I love it, fabric with all sewing related things. It's got scissors and sewing machines and thread, and so I thought that was just absolutely perfect to make that with. And then I decided to pair it, because you have the main fabric on the front, then you have a lining fabric on the back. So I've got this green spot that I thought actually went quite well together. So I'm hoping to get that made up in the next week or so that I can be more organised.
Well, it was a very quick make, it's very easy.
Yeah.
So that's all of the things that we've made, the things that we've got in progress, and our plans that we've got for you this week. So we're going to come back next week with another Friday sews, because we should have...
Well, hopefully we'll have our dresses made.
Yeah. We really can't wait to make those. We've been thinking about them for so long.
We have, yeah.
And I think that it's actually going to be a really nice dress for both of us.
Yes, well, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
So thank you for watching our Friday sews this week.
Until next time, happy sewing.